On December 12, 2022, the first and second phases of Egypt's 10 Days of Ramadan suburban railway project, constructed by Chinese companies, were officially put into operation. It provides efficient and convenient transportation services for people traveling to and from the old city of Cairo, the capital of Egypt, and the new administrative capital. According to reports, the first and second phases of the 10 Days of Ramadan City suburban railway project will be launched for trial operation in July 2022, and the gradual acceptance and handover of subsystems will be launched on November 23, 2022. As of December 10, 2022, a total of approximately 255,000 passengers have been sent, and ticket revenue totaled approximately 3.665 million Egyptian pounds. $1 is equivalent to 24 Egyptian pounds. Egypt's 10th day of Ramadan City is located in the east of Cairo, the capital of Egypt. It is the new administrative capital planned by Egypt in recent years. This light rail built by China is an important transportation hub connecting the old capital Cairo and the new city. This project is also one of the landmark projects of the Belt and Road cooperation between China and Egypt. The total length of the first and second phases of the project is about 70 kilometers, with a total of 12 stations, 1 depot and 2 traction substations. The train adopts a fixed formation of 6 cars and has a maximum operating speed of 120 kilometers per hour. Due to the good cooperation between China and Egypt in the first and second phases of the project, the Egyptian Ministry of Transport and the Egyptian National Tunnel Authority, the project owner, plan to entrust the Chinese side to continue the implementation of the north-south extension line of the 10 Days of Ramadan suburban railway project. Chinese ambassador to Egypt Liao Liqiang said that this light rail railway project is financed by China, fully adopts Chinese technical standards and domestically produced equipment, and is jointly constructed by Chinese and Egyptian enterprises. Although the project encountered severe challenges from the COVID-19 epidemic soon after it started, it was finally completed on schedule with the joint efforts of the China-Egypt project construction team. The light rail railway that China helped Egypt build and the electric buses it carries are very advanced in technology. The Chinese designers fully took into account the particularity of Egypt's tropical desert environment, including harsh conditions such as sand and dust, high temperatures, and strong sunlight, and made corresponding adjustments. This electric train adopts a special wind and sand-resistant design and is also equipped with an active sand removal device to ensure that the train can operate safely and reliably in strong wind and sand and dust environments. The train is also equipped with high-power air conditioning. Although the outdoor temperature is as high as 45 degrees Celsius, the temperature inside the passenger car can be reduced to below 26 degrees Celsius. The window glass also adopts an advanced design with double-layer hollow argon gas filling, which effectively reduces the intensity of ultraviolet light and is also equipped with a sunshade. In addition, the interior of the carriage is also equipped with various humanized functional facilities such as radios, LCD screens, multimedia players, and seats for disabled people. The strength of the car body is all designed and built according to standards higher than those required by the contract. It can be said that this train is comfortable, safe, and fast. It has exceeded all the needs of Egypt and won praises from Egyptian President Sisi, Prime Minister Madbouli, and others who tried it. Egypt is one of the 4 ancient civilizations, the most important country in North Africa, and the well-deserved leader of the Arab world during the Nasser era. The country is located at the junction of the three continents of Europe, Asia, and Africa. It controls the Suez Canal, the most important waterway in the world, and is the most important node of China's One Belt, One Road initiative in Africa. After China and Egypt signed the Belt and Road Initiative Cooperation Framework, more than 10 major infrastructure projects, including the urban construction of Egypt's new administrative capital, 10th of Ramadan City, Egypt's national power grid, and rural public health projects, were all constructed by Chinese companies. For example, the CBD Landmark Tower in Egypt's new administrative capital is now the tallest building in Africa and a new landmark in Egypt. At that time, Chinese companies built one floor in 3 days, creating many miracles in the history of African architecture. China is worthy of the title of infrastructure maniac, and has helped the Egyptian people realize their dreams one after another. Speaking of this Egyptian light rail, people can't help but think of the miserable high-speed rail built by Japan with help from India. Chinese companies undertook the construction of Egypt's light rail in 2018. Just over 3 years have passed and all projects including the railway, facilities along the line, electric buses, and conductor training have been completed and officially open to traffic. Japan, on the other hand, undertook the construction of India's high-speed rail in 2017, which took 5 years. Of this railway with a total length of more than 500 kilometers, only 10 kilometers have been built so far, which has just reached about 1/50th. If Japan follows the pace of building 2 kilometers of railway a year, it might take 245 years for India's high-speed railway to be completed and open to traffic. 5 years have passed, and Indians are still hanging on the train carriages. Compared with Egypt's brand new and bright new light rail, Indians are drooling with envy. When will their hard life be able to get through? Maybe by the time India's first high-speed railway is open to traffic, the Chinese may have built railways on the Moon and Mars. This is the gap between Japanese infrastructure companies and Chinese companies. In addition, on June 26, 2022, U.S. President Biden officially announced a Group of 7 G7 infrastructure plan. The goal is to raise $600 billion within 5 years to provide developing countries with funds to develop infrastructure. This is called the Partnership for Global Infrastructure (PGII) initiative. Although Biden did not mention China at all in his speech, the outside world generally believed that this was to counter China's One Belt, One Road plan. When introducing the plan to reporters that day, a senior U.S. official admitted that China's One Belt, One Road initiative has been in development for many years and is very influential, while it took many years for Western countries to enter the game. But he also stressed that he believed it was not too late. It is worth noting that at the 2021 G7 summit, Biden also announced a global infrastructure plan that targets China, but the final progress achieved was far from the billions of dollars he originally promised. Biden was also full of ambitions at the time, but a year later, not even a single project was launched, and he completely shaved his head. The scale and construction speed of China's infrastructure are unmatched by any country in the world. Even if the United States is really determined to build infrastructure around the world this time, it can only rely on Chinese companies. Otherwise, it will end up like the Japanese companies building the high-speed rail in India, with half-baked tofu projects and unfinished buildings all over the world. If a country's economy wants to develop, it must be linked to infrastructure construction, including roads, railways, bridges, ports, airports, hydropower stations, nuclear power plants, power grids, communication base stations, etc., all falling within the scope of infrastructure. China's One Belt, One Road initiative is not just about helping other countries build a few roads or build a few bridges. Instead, we need to help countries along the route build a whole new set of infrastructure facilities and build logistics and trade centers, transportation hubs, etc. one after another. Expand the scale of trade between the two sides through logistics convenience, so that China and the counterpart countries can obtain higher trade benefits at the same time. After the Chinese complete the construction of Egypt's light rail railway, they will not leave. They will also include the entire Egypt into China's foreign trade system. Through the trade center built by ourselves, we have completed one trade order after another between China and Egypt. Therefore, Biden has underestimated China's One Belt, One Road initiative from the beginning. Infrastructure construction is just the beginning. The ultimate goal is to help people in countries along the route get rid of poverty and reduce poverty and become prosperous together with China. China's One Belt, One Road initiative is an ambitious plan that benefits more than 100 countries around the world and billions of people around the world. How can Biden understand that a mere $600 billion can compete? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.